She had 2 babies. 1 month, 6 months, one was 3. In the warm of 44. Doesn't matter, I'm not gonna monetize it. Hey everyone! It's the day after SummerSlam, which means only one thing. I'm gonna talk about it, and I'm in my sweatpants all damn day. In case there was ever any doubt to whether or not I had made it. Obviously I love wrestling very much. I don't talk about it because none of my friends do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk about wrestling now after one of the main events of the year to my only friend who does like wrestling, the internet. Take it or leave it. Let's talk about the pre-show first. There's a tag team called the New Day, and they had an amazing match with the Usos, and they always do. So that's not a surprise. There's 3 men in that particular group, 3 nerdy, awesome wrestling brains that can come up with something like that, and then they do that all the time. So it should be no surprise. Some people are like, why are they on the pre-show? Why aren't they on the main show? Probably so the pre-show is interesting. Probably so they could justify having a pre-show for a wrestling event, and then the rest of it was a giant advertisement for KFC. Brand deal, make that money. It was crazy. At one point, Shawn Michaels, wrestling legend Shawn Michaels, comes out. Haven't seen him in years. They hit his music, iconic music, and then he struts down the aisle as Colonel Sanders in full Colonel Sanders cosplay. He's waving to the crowd, and the whole time I was thinking, how much money? He looked like your uncle who you haven't seen in a while, and his first reaction to you is, look how big he getting! Ooh, that's a big boy! And I'm like, I would do it. I would do that, of course, but I'm me. I'm not Shawn Michaels. Arguably, the greatest wrestler of our generation. And how much money? I just can't imagine going up to Shawn Michaels and being like, hey Shawn, we're gonna have you come out dressed as Colonel Sanders. Everyone's gonna go nuts when they hit your music, and then instead of saying you, bang, 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 those are the fireworks, you're gonna be dressed up as Colonel Sanders. How much money would it take you to do that? And then I wanna hear the next part of that conversation. There's a wrestler named Cesaro, and during his match, the crowd was passing a beach ball back and forth. And then Cesaro was like, I'm working too hard for you people to be passing beach balls. Then he went into the crowd, then he ripped up the beach ball. And that was the greatest. He was like, cool ball. Now you have 1,000. That was cool. It was unfortunate that the beach ball was like an American flag beach ball. I mean, kid, it's 2017. We can't catch a break. I don't remember if this was before or after, but John Cena, the company's biggest guy, I think that's what he's billed as, coming down to the ring, weighing in at the biggest guy. He went on first. He fought a man named Baron Corbin. I never liked Baron Corbin, and that's fine. Wasn't invested. Shinsuke Nakamura and Jinder Mahal. My wife pronounces Shinsuke Nakamura's name very incorrectly, but if she ever meets him, she's gonna be like, ooh, I'm your biggest fan, and it's gonna be a lie, and I'm gonna watch her lie. Jinder's boys. He has 2 boys, and they became ever present in the match, and they caused Shinsuke to lose. And then everybody was like, oh, Shinsuke can't lose, but they f***ed him over, so they set up a rematch. So that's just gonna happen later on down the line. It's wrestling. Before we get to the main event, let's look at some tweets that I tweeted that were hilarious. Okay, here we have Shane McMahon as a special guest referee for another one of the matches, the Kevin Owens match earlier on in the night. Kevin Owens faced AJ Styles, both of which just look like good dads. So 3 good dads in the ring, and this looks like his arms are made out of paper. So I said, when your arms are made out of paper and there's a strong breeze. He looks like one of the wacky waving inflatable, you understand. Over here was my favorite one by far. This is Naomi's entrance. When midnight bowling starts, but you're the only one in the alley. Dude, when they hit all the lights in the bowling alley, they turn on the black light, they put up the bumpers. Here's Jinder Mahal getting all psyched up. I said, when an Italian hears the words cannoli cake, I dare you to go to an Italian wedding and just say cannoli cake and look at their eyes. Look at their hungry Italian eyes. Hungry Italian eyes. not gonna monetize it. Here we got Brock Lesnar returning. You know what? We'll cover this one when we go over the match. So here's the main points. You have 4 huge guys. Samoa Joseph, who looks like if the band Sublime was a wrestler. Braun Strowman, who looks like the guy from Revenge of the Nerds, the biggest jock, the angriest boy. Roman Reigns, who everyone hates because he's too good looking. And Brock Lesnar, who is not even a human being, who looks like he eats cars. However, a cute couple, I don't know if you could see this during if you have the WWE Network, you could watch it back. There was a really cute couple right behind the hard camera who danced in sync to his entrance music. And I remember thinking, they'll be broken up in a week. I can't believe you made me do that. When Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman, the two arguably biggest guys, I think size-wise, in the match, went face-to-face for the first time, I got scared. Like, my stomach got scared. Like it used to with Thunder. Then all heck breaks loose. They go outside. You wonder why during the Shinsuke Nakamura match, the Jinder Mahal match, there's all these international announcers at ringside, and there's 17 announce tables, and then the main event comes and you realize, oh, they're all here to get their shit destroyed. So then Braun Strowman starts to throw human beings, Brock Lesnar included. It threw all the tables, and they kill Brock Lesnar, because that's the only way. You can't hurt a man like Brock Lesnar in a wrestling ring. Everything is made of elastics. You gotta go outside and you gotta push a table on it or hit him with a house. So Brock gets beat up to the point where they gotta cart him up. They're putting him, Paul Heyman, his manager, is flipped crying, scream crying, and they put him on one of those backboards. They do the paramedics come out and they put him on a thing and they carry him away. Samoa Joe, the one-man band, flies through the ropes to a waiting Roman Reigns on the outside. They did this camera angle where you kind of saw what Roman saw. That's too big of a man to be moving that fast. It looks like if trains could fly, if like the Polar Express was gonna hit you in the air. There's another beach ball in the back. I saw at one point, I got worried for it. Roman Reigns, the completely only good-looking guy, hits Braun Strowman, Nerds Man, with stairs. And he cuts him in the face with the sharpest part of the stairs. And then they were talking about it, the announcers were talking about it, and they were like, I think Roman Reigns hit Braun Strowman in the ear area. The way they said ear area was hilarious. The ear area. He hit him in his area, and now it's bleeding. Braun Strowman bleeding from the area. Then Brock comes back from the dead, and I'm like, oh no, everyone. Indy, cover your heart. He comes back from the dead, and then Brock still wins. He still wins. Everybody thought he was gonna lose and leave the company and go back to the UFC, which he still could do because he's Brock Lesnar, and he's not like other human beings. And they proved that tonight. You're gonna have to hit him with a hotel. You're gonna have to drop a city on him. It was easier to beat Andre the Giant than it is to beat Brock Lesnar, and I guess that makes sense, but Andre the Giant was a fucking giant. And then the old man with a bald head and the mustache came out and dropped his leg on him, and he was dead. One body slam plus a drop of leg, and done. Andre the Giant, done. Anybody want a peanut? Forever. But then, Brock Lesnar, you gotta hit him with a town. You have to throw a town at Brock Lesnar. Let's take a look at the last couple gaffes. So here's Brock coming back from the dead, and I captioned it, getting back together with your ex. This is Braun Strowman, I believe, throwing a chair at Samoa Joe, and Roman Reigns, I said, when people stand up as soon as the plane stops. All right, if you want me to do more of these, let me know. If you don't, let me know. Either way, I'm gonna do what I want, I think. But I will definitely take what you say into consideration. That's why I asked. I wouldn't ask you and not care. Did I fuck something up? SummerSlam, baby.
Some kind of grape.
Just an advertisement for grapes.
For grapes.
Come on down to Watson's Family Farm. We've got grapes.
I loved it because it just was so warm.
Look at how raw it is.
It was just a warm commercial.
What an honest commercial.
And it was like